Yo, you know something is bad or something is off when you got Stephen A. Smith telling the truth about white folks. Do you understand how off you... When Stephen A. Smith is telling the truth about white folks... I don't want to make this about white folks because this is about a specific group of white folks. But you understand what I mean, right? Is. And the good white folks, y'all don't take offense because y'all understand what I mean.
Yeah. No, I know what you mean.
But Officer Tatum did an interview on Stephen A. Smith. But even Stephen A. Smith is saying that Nolan Wells' death is suspicious.
Everybody's
keeping him up at night.
Everybody is saying
that. So the very platform he goes on to debate Nolan Wells is telling him, bro, whatever you said about Nolan Wells is false.
Right.
It's false. You know you're on the wrong side of history when Stephen A. Smith is...
Flacco need to put the hat all the way on, though. Like, gang, you got the hat on, but you not covering up the... You see what I'm saying? Cover that shit up.
Picking up for Nolan Wells' family. When Stephen A. Smith is saying something bad happened to Nolan Wells. I don't know what happened, but something bad happens. When Stephen A. Smith is going out of his way and voluntarily criticizing white folks, you know you're on the wrong side of his. Stephen A. Smith don't ever criticize white folks. So when Stephen A. Smith comes on his platform and speaks on Nolan Wells and says, yo, something bad happened to Nolan Wells, then you got to really look at yourself real quick, man.
I said, here's the bottom line.
Wait 1 second. Yo, sis, we are live. Well, don't say nothing. We live. We live right now. Wait. Sorry. I can't hear you. Nolan Wells. Sorry,
I'm professional. He's taking phone calls.
The Nolan Wells, who's been going off on Nolan Wells.
He taking phone calls?
You have a problem when Stephen A. Smith is speaking up on behalf of Nolan Wells.
Stephen A. as president to be cool. I don't think I'll hate on that.
Going against the white agenda. Again, not white folks, we love y'all. We talking about the specific group of white folks and white nationalists who was on social media, who was on Twitter, who was on YouTube, bashing Nolan Wells and like, you know, his family, bashing his mama, calling him mama racist. Now, when Stephen A. Smith is going against
that shit crazy,
the dominant society and their narratives, then you know you're on the wrong side of history because Stephen A. Smith don't need a reason to defend white folks who are in the wrong.
Right.
He does that voluntarily and will.
An 18-year-old kid is dead, and inexplicably so. And somehow, some way, we need to get to the bottom of it.
Okay.
I find it very, very hard to believe that he just drowned.
Exactly.
I find it very, very hard to believe that there was no foul play involved.
Very hard to believe.
Even Officer Tatum himself said there may indeed have been foul play involved.
No, don't do that. No, see, bro. You see, man, you give Stephen A. Smith some credit. You give Stephen A. Smith some credit, and he just don't know how to take it, bro. No. Tatum ain't never said that, bro. Tatum ain't never said. Tatum called Benjamin Crump a race hustler.
Right. Yeah. No cap.
Tatum says Benjamin Crump is a race hustler for saying something bad happened to Nolan Wells and we need answers.
Exactly.
Don't you get to saying Tatum said, nah, he ain't never said that, bro.
Bro.
Tatum ain't never
said that.
Throughout this entire scenario said, yo, something bad could happen.
Ain't never
because
said that.
If that's the take, then Tatum's entire, week and a half run has been disingenuous and bad faith. Now, we already knew it was disingenuous and bad faith, right? We already knew this. We already knew it. But if you're saying Tatum is telling you behind the scenes that something bad could have happened to Nolan Wells, then why is Tatum going off on Benjamin Crump? Why is Tatum going off on anybody with that exact same sentiment?
Well, what's the point of going off on people?
Benjamin Crump never said Nolan Wells' friends killed him. Nolan Wells' family, Nolan Wells' mama, Nolan Wells' daddy ain't never said Nolan Wells' friends killed him.
No. All they ever said, and this has been my point for this whole case, gang. All they ever said was their son ended up dead, and it looks suspicious, and they want to figure out what the fuck is going on. I don't see the problem with that. Anybody that see the problem with that is just a D-rider, gang. Running a small business is super, super hard. finding the money that you need to grow that business is even harder. There are 36 million small businesses in the United States of America, and more than 70% of them need additional funding at least once a year. But a traditional bank will put you in paperwork and make you wait months for just an answer. You don't even know if you got approved or denied for like 5 months messing with a regular bank. And that's where today's sponsor comes in. If your business makes at least $25,000 in monthly revenue, Delta Capital offers business funding. Now, with an application that takes under 5 minutes, has zero impact on your personal credit, and you can get approved in a few minutes, you need to apply. If you meet the requirements, you need to fill out an application. No gatekeeping, no runaround, just real capital for businesses that have genuinely earned it. Your business is generating at least $25,000 a month. You qualify to apply. Click the link in my description or scan the QR code on the screen to get same-day business funding up to $500,000. $500,000. Fast funding for businesses built to grow. Now I go like what father or mother would see the way that their son died the same way Nolan Wells did and think, yeah, just drowning. Let's go to the funeral and cry and then go home. You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody gonna do that. That shit cap.
All they've said is something happened to my son. We don't believe he accidentally drowned. And Tatum has been on a tear, like damn near harassing these people.
Exactly.
So don't you get to speaking up for Tatum now,
no
bro.
Cap.
You can't give Stephen A. Smith any credit, bro.
No cap.
He just don't know how to take it.
There was no foul play involved. Even Officer Tatum himself said there may indeed have been foul play involved. He was just challenging whether or not it was the 3 white kids that people say were with Nolan Wells.
Why are you challenging that? You don't know these people. You don't know these white kids. Your ass he just a panderer, bro. He just pandering to the racist motherfuckers who, the black kid end up dead. Ain't no white man did shit. Ain't no white boy did that. Y'all just trying to blame the white boys because we white. Man, fuck y'all niggas. That's all he doing. He pandering to them racist ass white people that just, you know what I'm saying? Because it's not about race. I don't think the parents give a fuck if the person who killed their son is black, blue, green, alien, old, young, friends, not friends. I don't think they care, bro. I think they just trying to find out what happened to their son like any other parent would, gang. What the fuck? He just pandering to them white folks. He know damn well. He challenging. What the hell you challenging? You don't know them damn people. You don't know them. So why you challenge some shit? How you say, no, they ain't do it, like you know their character or something? Get your lame, dark ass
all on. By their lonesome. Goofy. When in fact, according to Officer Tatum, there were other people there, some of whom happened to be black.
Oh my God. See what I'm saying?
That's what it is. So, got you, brother. Tatum saying, hey, man.
Ain't no white
why y'all blaming the white folks, man? There was black folks there too, man. All right? Blaming the black folks. Listen. This will be the first time Tatum has said this, and I can almost guarantee you, Tatum was probably forced into this opinion.
Yeah, he probably had to say it to keep his credibility, but deep down, I don't think he think that for real.
Because when you're sitting in front of somebody who is not no dummy, when you're sitting in front of somebody who got common sense,
right?
You know, you're gonna get exposed, right? It's gonna unravel. So if Officer Tatum believes that something bad happened to Nolan Wells, that something nefarious happened to Nolan Wells, that Nolan Wells might have been murdered or killed. If he believes this, then why is Tatum spending the last week and a half or 2 weeks doing what he's been doing? Why?
Let's go to the chat, guy. We have a dummy in the chat. You pussies are accusing these boys and don't know them. What's the difference of saying they're innocent, not knowing them? Well, sir, I don't have to know them to be able to put 2 and 2 together. These same boys said that the same boys that you're talking about that are innocent, they said that Nolan Wells didn't come with them on the boat. And then an audio comes out from pretty much the 911 call where you can hear people in the background saying, Nolan, is he dead? Is he dead? Is he dead? That's where we come to accuse. That's where we come. That's where it comes, bro. If your son ended up dead and he was last seen with his best friends and his best friends act like they didn't see nothing and his best friends had his phone at their house, and then you come to their house to get your son's phone after he's missing, and they don't want to give you the phone, what the fuck are you going to think as a parent? So now you're a detective and know everything about this, right? I didn't say I knew everything about it. What I just said, I knew. Do you want me to play the audio? What the fuck? Y'all ass just be kind of weird, gang. 1 + 1 is 2 in my head. If my friend, my homie, my cousin, anybody end up dead, and the last person that you were seen with has your phone in your hand, in their possession, and I come to get their phone, and you don't want to give me their phone, where's my son? Where's my child? Where's my friend? So it's not really the case of nobody necessarily accusing them. We just want to figure out what happened. And one thing I do know for a fact, one thing I don't have to be a detective to know, is that somebody knows something. The Nolan wasn't on the island by himself. You feel me? Nolan was not on that island by himself. No, if Nolan died, somebody seen something, somebody knows something. Period. So whether he died on accident, whether he got murdered, I don't know. I know somebody knows something and they not saying it, bro. And when people know something about a boy dying and they don't say it, usually it's because a crime happened. Fucking goofy.
Why is Tatum interviewing the friends to say, nah, man, these people is race hustling grifters?
Right.
The family never said the friend killed him. Benjamin Crump never said the family killed him.
Exactly.
None of the spokesperson for Nolan Wells have said the friends killed him. All they said is something bad happened to Nolan Wells. So why haven't Tatum been spending his time trying to figure out what happened to Nolan Wells? Why is Tatum spending his time going at the family and going at Benjamin Crump? It's all a grift. And the grift has gotten even worse. If you truly believe something bad happened to this young man who looks like you, who looks like your sons, don't you think a better use of your time would be trying to figure out what happened to him, trying to bring him justice, instead of going off on his family and spending the last week and a half trying to make his mama and his daddy and his family look like racist? Man, I don't know, bruh.
Who's to say that those were the only people involved? Who was to say that they're not innocent after all, and it was somebody else who committed a vile act that led to Nolan Wells being deceased, his funeral having taken place just a few days ago? There is no doubt that regardless of what we want to say, the fact that Tyler Perry is involved and paid for the funeral, the fact that Spike Lee and Terrell Owens were in attendance, the fact that Benjamin Crump, a civil rights attorney, is representing the family, and Al Sharpton is giving the funeral. Let's not act like we don't know that this is being turned into a civil rights case. I don't know whether that's wrong or not, because to be quite honest with you, black kid is dead after going out with white dudes. Right. Yeah, I got a problem with that. That picture don't look right, particularly in the state of Mississippi. I'm just going to keep it a buck and call it like that.
Do you understand? Oh, my God. Do you understand, folks? Nah, yo, we got to stand up right now, bruh. We would never see this. Yo, it takes a situation this extreme to get Stephen A. Smith.
Bro, that sale call is legit, bro. Let me show you why it's legit. I think I had looked it up yesterday. Hold on, let me actually find a Google real quick. I've already verified that sale call is 100% legit. Hold on, let me look it up because I had looked it up on Google last night. That sale call is legit. It's getting reported by all the big news outlets. Look. The Nolan call is real, right? It was released by the Mississippi Department of Marine Resources. That shit real, bro. That shit is real, gang. The cell call is 100% legit. When you can hear them in the background saying, "Is he dead? Nolan, I thought he was dead. Grab his chest." You can hear it sound like you can hear bodies moving in the background. Like that call is 100% legit, bro. Like nothing fixed, nothing fake about that.
White America favor Igga. For Stephen A. Smith to say, Oh, nah, you white folks. Nah, we can't defend you white folks, man. For Stephen A to say, nah.
Anymore, they already closed. Yeah, I got another hoodie. But I got some more stuff on there still if you want to go shopping. But I got another hoodie coming.
Hold on, bro. Okay, hold on, bro. Okay?
Oh, sure.
No. Hold on, bro. For Stephen A. Smith to say,
that boy got that black
these
coffee,
good white folks might have done something wrong. Do you understand how hard that was for Stephen A. Smith? Do you?
For sure. For sure. Let me see if I can find some other, because he live right now, so I don't want to Yeah, we watched that last night. Let's see. I'm probably gonna play the audio real quick for everybody that didn't hear it. Let me see if I can find that, just the full audio. Nolan Wells audio. Hey, Miss Walker. Thank you for wanting a verse from me. Is this the audio? I'm trying to find. Here go the audio. I think this is it right here.
To connect you.
I'm just gonna let it play all the way through for y'all.
Cito Assistance, Vicky speaking. How can I help you?
Hey, we're at the west tip of Horn, and our bilge pump stopped working. We're sinking. Can you?
So this now they didn't have the whole thing. So let me show y'all what I'm talking about. Let me just go back to Flacco's video, or let me just find on Instagram. Y'all think it's on Instagram or probably Twitter, huh? Nolan Wells audio. Can't really defend this.
Hey, we're at the west tip of Horn, and our bilge pump stopped working. We're sinking. Can y'all please come? We have a membership. Shut up! Shut the fuck up!
This not even the audio I'm talking about, gang.
Can I help you?
Hey,
I'm looking for the before they started, like, you know what I'm saying, at the beginning. Now, I had seen this. I don't want to play that because that looked kind of crazy. Let me just go to Flacco video because he had the actual audio, but you can hear people saying like, "Is he dead? Is he dead?" You feel me? Like, it was crazy, gang. I thought it was fake at first.
This new
Let me show y'all just for everybody who didn't see. If you already seen and just hold out for the streams, twin. Okay. I'm gonna show you this. Listen to this.
Connect you.
Very dark and grim from the beginning.
Connect you.
They don't realize that.
So at this point, I'm gonna tell you, at this point, they don't realize that when the AI, before the actual operator connects them, it starts recording. So you know how you call like a business, it'll be like, "Hello, waiting for operator, connect to operator." When you do that, a lot of times it already start recording as soon as the phone call go through. You see what I'm saying? Undeniable. He's dead. Now that first one, you can't really hear what he said, but that second one, you say he's dead. Who's dead? Oh, it's only one person that didn't make it home that night. Who else is they talking about? The fucking spider? Like, who are they talking about? The roach under the boat?
Cito Assistance, Vicky speaking. How can I help you?
And then,
hey,
They were not aware that was already being recorded.
right. So look, I'm gonna fast forward a little bit because you know Flacco was narrating for us.
All right, of course. How far is the word coming up, sir?
They could have said that about anybody. This nigga's an idiot. Hey, stop talking to Stoney, bro. Stop talking to Stoney. He's an idiot. He's a goofy. Stop talking to him. He in the chat talking about something. They could have been talking about anybody. They could have been talking about anybody. Only one person ended up dead that night, bro. You can't be that stupid.
Can you give me a description? Ankles? Hello?
Hey.
Yes. How far is the water coming up, sir?
It's coming up. We're just sinking. I don't know. Like we're going down now.
And they said,
all right, well, let's get you going.
They said Nolan. You hear them say Nolan. Like, boy, get your stupid ass on. You one of them weird ass niggas, gang. Do you want somebody to talk to or something?
Membership number or phone number listed on the account, sir.
I don't know the phone number. It's either Jerry Atkinson. I think it's Jerry Atkinson. Try that.
All right.
I know we have a membership like
I thought he was on the
Warren.
Warren. So remember, everybody just said, "Oh, they race hustling. What's going on?" Oh, so remember, Warren and Wyatt were two of his best friends that he was on the boat with that night. Now remember, why would they be saying Nolan's name when these same boys told us that Nolan did not get on the boat with them? They told us that Nolan stayed on the island while they left. So how you talking about is he dead and you saying Nolan's name? Why you even saying his name? I thought Nolan was still on the island.
Right, unless you have a membership number or anything, it's okay. I'll get you over to the captain. What's the best phone number to reach you at?
Reach me at 2.
How many?
Somebody says, I thought he was, and then it just like drowns out. So we don't know what that means.
Right. I thought he was what?
All right. Do you need the United States Coast Guard?
What?
Do you need the United States Coast Guard?
No, we do not need that.
All right.
Check his chest. So first we heard, I thought he was, and then he didn't say it. He didn't say nothing else. Then you heard, check his chest. Check his chest. That sounds like they trying to find a pulse or something, right?
These aren't even the weird parts I'm talking about. You're gonna hear the weird parts shortly. But even with this, somebody is saying check his, because towards the end of the phone call, after they were begging for help, the grandfather says, "Oh no, they don't need help. Don't send nobody."
All right. Looks like you're on Horn Island, correct? Are you on Horn Island?
Yes.
All right. Is the boat sinking or you have it aground?
We were sinking, yes.
Is it aground is the question?
No, we're not aground. We are in 17 foot of water. We're in 31 foot of water.
All right, have to ask.
Come on, let's what? Move the body? Come on, let's get rid of evidence. Come on, let's
And what do you want to do? Do you want to be towed back?
I want to get this boat unsank and towed back, yes.
All right, where would you like it towed to, sir?
You can tow it to Ocean Springs Harbor, or Fort Bayou Launch.
All right, how many adults and children on board?
No, there's no children.
So, is there anybody on board? How many adults, sir?
Now, remember, they said how many adults or children. He said no children on board. Why aren't you telling everybody how many adults is on board?
The question.
Yeah. I still trade options. I don't really trade at all. I just invest, bro. I just throw my money in some stocks when they go down, and I just keep investing. I don't got time to be sitting there trading for real.
Hey, Warren, drop in the water.
Hello,
hey,
can
Warren,
you hear
drop
me?
in the water.
Mind you, it's not a service issue.
Adults, sir. That was the question.
Hey, Warren, drop in the water.
Hello, can you hear me?
Try to jump in and pull the plug, Bart, while you're going.
Hello, sir.
Hello.
Yep, I just need you to answer these questions so I can get you over to the captain.
Okay.
How many adults on board?
There's 0 adults on board.
There's nobody on
Now it's talking about it's 0 adults on board. What the fuck are you talking about?
board the boat?
No. Nobody
right.
here is over the age of 21.
Nobody here is over the age of 21. Bro, everybody in America knows that an adult is 18 and up. The fuck are you talking about?
Over the age of 21.
Sir, Sir, that was not the question. Is there a person? Is there
Why can't you just answer the damn question?
Living in
you calling for help. Why you can't just answer the question? And why does your grandpa call the captain and say they don't need help? How does that work?
Individual on the boat.
LeBron is way better than Steph? Stop it, brother. He's not way better than Steph. What the hell?
Hello?
Then you hear something dragging. What's that heavy that's getting dragged on a boat that's supposed to be sinking?
Bro, you heard what she said, bruh. If you can't respond, you heard it. And it's not.
Like 7.
All right, thank you. Does everyone have life jackets on or available to them?
Yes, we have life jackets available.
All right. Verify what boat's sinking.
A Triton, 22-foot offshore, 20.
Somebody said, hey, Mac. No. Where'd it go? They're all drunk driving a boat. That's why he made the distinction. He's afraid to get arrested for a DUI. Okay, so what about the is he dead comment at the beginning? Did you hear that? I don't think he's worried about a fucking DUI at this point. I think he's worried about a murder. I think he's worried about, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that Nolan Wells didn't. I've never said that Nolan Wells did not get killed, or it's a possibility that Nolan Wells was an accident. Maybe he hit his head and fell in the water and he ended up dead, and they just lying because they scared of getting arrested. That's a possibility, gang. But if this is supposed to be your best friend and he ended up dead, and you're not telling the police what happened, what the fuck am I supposed to think, bro? Of course I'm gonna think you did it.
2-foot Triton offshore sea flight hull.
All right. Please hold. I'm transferring you to the local captain now.
Now listen.
Hi, Captain Seth. This is
So now when she calls the captain, I want you to explain to me this. When she calls the captain, first, the grandpa already talked to the captain. How the fuck did the grandpa talk to the captain before the operator talked to the captain? How'd that work? Then, how did the grandpa know that they didn't need no help? Grandpa's not on the boat. How does the grandpa know that they don't need help?
Vicky from International. How you doing today?
Doing good. How are you?
Good. I apologize ahead of time. I really do. You're going to have a fee.
And how, okay, and explain to me this. How does a boat that's supposed to be sinking, the boat is supposed to be sinking. Now remember, here's the more facts. Nolan Wells' body was found at the same location that they made this phone call from. Real suspicious, right? Now answer this question. How does a boat go from sinking to grandpa calling the captain and said, yeah, they don't need help? So the boat went from sinking to perfectly fine in 5 minutes and ended up safely getting back to where they was going. This is a 45-minute boat ride, by the way. This is not like a 5-minute across the pond thing. No, this is a 45-minute boat ride. Up to an hour. How does this happen? How do y'all get back safe? The boat was just sinking 5 seconds ago. How the fuck are y'all back safe?
For service, come up under Jerry.
Okay.
It sounds like a bunch of kids on board on Horn Island. He's letting me know that his father's a member, but he can't give me any information. And he's saying the boat is sinking, and he's on Horn Island. It's just unfortunate. He's just a kid. There's a lot going on. So
Right.
He said there's about a lot of people on board. He says he thinks about 7. I'm guessing they're all under 18.
Okay.
And I'm not trying to be rude. He wants you guys to go out there and unpump the boat and then tow it in.
Do you know what kind of boat it is?
Listen to this.
He said
Everybody that didn't hear,
a
listen to
Triton
this.
24-footer, but that's all he can give me.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I just actually got off the phone with his grandpa, who I'm guessing is the owner of the boat. And
Is it
he
Jerry?
said that,
How the fuck you get off the phone with the grandpa? Because the dude was on the phone with the operator. He was on the phone with the operator. So how the fuck did grandpa find out what was going on before the operator found out? How did the grandpa... So the grandpa found out that the boat, it was something wrong with the boat. Grandpa found out and came to a conclusion that they didn't need no help. Grandpa pulled his phone out and called the captain and told them that they don't need no help. And then all these boys ended up safely back home with Nolan's phone. By the way, they came back with his phone. And Nolan ended up dead. And you trying to tell me that, oh yeah, nothing, we don't know what happened? Like, that's just cap, gang. Yeah, they probably called him first. But how do you call, so you trying to tell me that if your grandson calls you and says, hey, dad, hey, granddad, we're sinking, okay, and then hangs up on you to call for help. And in the midst of calling for help with the operator, your grandpa, after being off the phone with you, he calls the captain and tells the captain you don't need help? How the fuck you know? Because if my grandson called me and tell me that they boat sinking, okay, yeah, I'm a tell when the boy called for help, he didn't even have a membership number. So if I have a membership number for this insurance or this boat, whatever the case is, I'm going to tell my grandson, hey, call the people here's the number, call the people, give them my membership number. My membership number is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. When you call them, get them my membership number, they should be able to come out. Now, y'all make sure y'all get to can y'all swim to the island? Get on some land if the boat's sinking. All right, I'm on the way right now. I'm going to be with them. Stay calm, grandson. It's cool. We going to get you. If my grandson called me and say his fucking boat is sinking, I'm not going to go around him to call the captain and be like, yeah, don't worry about it. He good. What the fuck? So that, to me, that sounds like either you told the granddad what happened and the granddad is covering for you, or somewhere in between you lying, bro. I've never heard no dumbass story like that. They need to go arrest the fucking grandpa too. Grandpa need to get locked up, gang.
Yeah, Jerry. Yeah, he said.
He needs to get interrogated.
I just hung up with him. He said that they don't need any help right now, but if something changes, he'll call me back.
So what was the purpose of them? What was the purpose of them calling then?
Because if he called, y'all, some of y'all in the chat, y'all saying he called the grandpa first. Okay, so if I call grandpa first and I tell him what's going on, and grandpa tells me that y'all good, you don't need no help, why would I pull my phone out and call the Coast Guard? What does that have to do? What the fuck? That's like your grandson called, granddad, somebody breaking in the house. And then you hang up with granddad and call the police. And the granddad calls the police captain and said, no, don't worry about it. They good. What? What the fuck? How I know you good? How do I know you're good? I'm fucking an hour away. You in the middle of the damn ocean on a boat, on my boat. How do I know you're good? I ain't do no maintenance work, nigga. When your car break down, what's the first thing you do? You pull up to the mechanic and they do a diagnostic test to see what the fuck wrong with your car. You can't call a mechanic on the phone and the mechanic talking about something, yeah, you're good, don't worry about it. What? It sound like granddaddy covering something up. It sound like granddaddy knows something. It sound like granddaddy heard something. Granddad, not dad. We know we in Mississippi. 9 times out of 10, I bet good money that granddad is fucking racist. I bet good money granddad is racist. So when you call granddad and you say, granddad, we just killed this nigga. This nigga just ended up dying. I don't want to get locked up. What you want me to do? These is just questions that go on in my mind. If I'm Nolan's mom or Nolan's dad, this is the shit that I'm thinking of. And then you got this goofy in the chat. He been begging for attention. Top troll Lil Johnson. You're dumb as fuck if you believe they did something. Nolan drowned. Y'all lame as hell. Some people are just fucking retarded, gang. Some people just stupid. There's nothing you're going to be able to ever do in life to save some of these people. You feel me? Because if the other ways was around, if you heard some black kids in the background and a white boy ended up dead, and you heard some black kids talking about some, is he dead? Is he dead? Oh my God, is he dead? Man, they would have been locked up 3 weeks ago, man. They would have been locked up 2-3 weeks ago, man. What is we talking about? They ass would have been locked up 2-3 weeks ago, bro. 2-3 weeks ago, gang. So it's like it's not even worth talking about no more. Niggas in the chat just trolling, but you trolling when somebody real life and somebody really ended up dead, and that shit lame, gang. Niggas be coming in here saying weird shit. Like, dude, what the fuck you got going on with your life? Coming here talking about some you not from Chicago. Okay, bro. I'm not from Chicago. Whatever you say. Wherever you say I'm from, that's where I'm from.